the matters that we have raised on particularly conduct of his officers should be addressed by him as the boss. We want him to come and address us in person. Okay? Thank you.
Chairman, so that we can...
Yes,
yeah,
you have the floor.
Chairman, thank you very much for this opportunity. The CS yesterday wrote a letter, and I believe it is in this to the Speaker on the reason why he has not been able to come. And that letter is in the Speaker's desk yesterday at night, around around 5.
We
thought
have not seen it.
Oh,
we should have been given a copy.
Yeah,
of the
that's
letter.
what I thought.
In any event,
Yes.
even if that was the case,
Yes.
Our good friend and Mheshimiwa, you know very well
Absolutely.
that the first thing he should have said that he apologizes is not available today and he will be available at another time. We just don't want to excuse his attendance that way.
Yes.
He's not available, but he should be available. And there's a reason. Kenyans wants to see the Cabinet Secretary addressing this issue from the ministry in person. And we have a lot of respect for you as our colleague. And therefore, him attending and not you doesn't mean that we disrespect you in any form. All we are saying, the highest point of political responsibility for this matter rests in his docket. So if this matter is a national disaster as we know it, the Cabinet Secretary ought to come so that we deal with that. If he issued an apology, then you should have requested for time to come. But as of now, as we sit here, the Speaker has not communicated to us. The Secretariat is seated here with me. We have been waiting since 8:30, and we do not have that report. Secondly, other than the report that you submitted, CS, there are some documents that we had requested for in the letter. That has also not been done. If you look at the Constitution is very clear about accountability of Cabinet Secretaries. And the accountability of the Cabinet Secretaries will come in the form of a report in writing. For the case of Solai, we expect Dr. Fred Matiang'i to give us a detailed report of the questions we have asked and signed by him. It's the only way. His colleague in the Ministry of Defense has been here. His colleague in the Ministry of Environment is here waiting and has been waiting since Q2. His colleague in the Ministry of Water was here, came with a report which he signed in person. It's not too much to ask, CS, tafadhali.
Chairman, I did apologize on behalf of the Cabinet Secretary that indeed the reason why he's not here with us this morning is because he's attending a National Security Council meeting at the moment, and it is ongoing. And in fact, as I had promised, you can even see that I have a report here, which he has signed because he was to come. Actually, he was to come himself. It's just that, and I have it here with me.
Yes, we thank you for the fact that he has done so, but we expect him to come and present it. I said we understand the commitments he has, and everybody is committed in this country. What we are saying is that the first point of call is to request for a little more time to come and present whatever he has come up with, because I thought you were presenting. You started by making a presentation. Unless you give us a presentation on the things you undertook to do in person. The rest you leave to the Cabinet Secretary.
Chairman, I think this one is okay with me. I was just showing that the Cabinet Secretary was to come this morning. It's just that there is another meeting that was scheduled, and it was a little bit urgent because of security issues in the country, and he was called upon. Otherwise, when you look at that letter, he has signed himself because he was coming to present it to you this morning. And it's just that you can understand, Chairman, the kind of job we have of protecting Kenyans is not an easy thing. And, it's a day-to-day things that can just come anytime. And that is why this morning, last evening, he wrote a letter. And the letter is with the Speaker, that I know. And also, when you look at that, the answers that he was supposed to come and answer, he has actually signed himself because he was coming.
So, sorry. Thank you. Now that you have submitted this document and the Cabinet Secretary is still, I believe his undertaking to come is still on, therefore, would I kindly suggest that you request him to come tomorrow at 11 a.m. He can present this letter alongside the other issues that have been raised at the national level on this. But this, we can receive this letter. Alternatively, he can come and present it himself. Whichever you please, we are happy to have it. But I would rather that the Cabinet Secretary presents his statement himself, reads it on record into the Hansard, and then tables it.
One more thing, Chair, so that you know we really respect this committee. The letter is with the Speaker, and you can check it, and I'm very sure he got it yesterday. Maybe he has not given to you, but he has a letter. Thank you, and
we don't doubt you. Mheshimiwa, that's why you're honorable. We don't doubt you, only that we want him to present it himself, because we intend to finish our hearings tomorrow. We can extend beyond tomorrow.
Most obliged, Chairman.
Yeah, so 11 a.m. tomorrow is tomorrow.
Most obliged.
So in the absence of an act of God, an earthquake, a flood, Noah's Ark, ask him to come at 11 tomorrow.
Chairman, I totally agree with you, and most obliged.
Yes.
It's just that I want this committee to know that we respect you, and anytime you call us, we'll come. It's just that when you're dealing with the security issues of the country, it's not always easy because things come in the morning, things come at 12 a.m., 1 a.m., and it's not easy. This one, he was coming, but then because of the national security meeting that is ongoing to discuss urgent matters of the country. But most obliged, Chairman.
We appreciate if for any reason he thinks he wants to have an earlier meeting, this committee is more flexible than you can imagine. We can accommodate him early, even if it's 7 o'clock, we are ready to come, but we want him to make certain pronouncements in person.
Fair enough, Chairman.
In person. And you can accompany him too. Thank you. Please have a good day. Yes.
Thank you very much.
All right, Makueni Senator there, Mutula Kilonzo, just, of course, quite disappointed over the failing of the CS Fred Matiang'i to appear before the Senate committee that is probing the Solai Dam tragedy. And the representatives for the CS said that he was attending to national security matters, and that's why he could not be able to attend that probe today. But of course, direction there from Mutula Kilonzo is that he should be able to appear tomorrow at 11 a.m. Remember that also the CS for the environment, Kiriako Tobik, is also one of the other people who's scheduled to appear before that committee today. We'll see if he's going to actually turn up. I want to take a short commercial break right now. We're coming back at the top of the hour for us to continue with our show. Like I mentioned, we'll be having Tandiwe Yego to talk to us about the conversations happening online on what's trending. So we have so much more coming up in the next hour. Don't go away.